Hello everybody, welcome. The name of our project is IC tester, integrated circuit tester, device. When we call IC, that means 74 and 40 series ICs we can test by this. These ICs are generally multiplexer, demultiplexers, logic gates, let's say OR, AND, NOT, XOR, etc. We can test these guys. Introduce you the materials we used in this project. Firstly, Arduino Nano. We have Arduino Nano, and because of this we used it. You can also use another Arduino if it has enough pins. And also there is one LCD screen. You can also use LED instead of it. LCD screen. We have a EEPROM E square from. It will be explained later. We have also resistors 10K, one to protect button, others to protect ICs, inputs and outputs. Lastly, we have a device to protect ICs, inputs and outputs, because when we test IC, we should not harm its inputs and outputs. IC is used without any hazards thanks to that device. When we look at the circuit, it seems complicated, but it's not. Almost all pins of Arduino are used because the biggest IC has 8 by 8, 16 pins. In fact, we cannot test IC that has more than 16 pins. Because we use that much pins in Arduino, here it doesn't matter analog or digital. The output of Arduino can be used by program as we wish. The pins of IC are connected with its resistors. As you see, there is an E square PROM. We have said before that it will be explained. E square PROM was used so that we can test more ICs. Normally, the circuit can be installed without using a square PROM. As an example, IC that has smallest number of pins is 14 pins. When we test an IC, for example, we have 4 situations 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. At least we should have 14 by 4, 56 byte place for one IC. To test more IC, we must have E square PROM. Arduino's memory limits us to test 150 or 200 IC. Therefore, E square PROM was used. When we use E square PROM, communication problem is risen because E square PROM Arduino LCD needs serial communication. After some researches were made, E2C protocol has been found. E2C protocol has been found and developed by Philips company. E2C is used generally short distance communication. When it is said short distance communication, it is understood from one IC to another. E2C means integrated circuit. How does it work? There is a master device and slave devices connected to master. It can be more than one master device. However, in our project, there is just one master, that is Arduino. Other devices, E square PROM LCD, are slave. We have two lines in E2C protocol. One is SDA, another is SCL. The data exchange is made on SDA line. On SCL clock signal is produced. As seen in the figure, two pull-ups resistors we have, but we haven't used these resistors. By sending one logic from output of Arduino, pull-ups resistors weren't used. Let's see how the circuit works. I have an IC that 74HC160. It's placed now. The start button is pressed now. The scanning has been begun. It found one IC. It is saved just below of LCD 74160. That means we have just one 74160. Let's put another IC, that 7414, NOT gate. Let's see which results we will find. It shows 8 IC found. That means we have a lot of NOT gates in the memory. You can see which NOT gates we have. When ESquare-PROM is programmed, it's programmed in a different way. ESquare-PROM can also be programmed by Arduino. It happens like that. On ESquare-PROM, we have nearly 150, 200 IC. If a new IC is wished to add, there will be needed to reprogram ESquare-PROM. Thank you all for listening to me, and I hope I could have been helpful for all of you. And that's all. Goodbye.